As a trader, you usually want to get in a trade at the best available price, meaning that if you're trying to go long, for example, you want to be buying at the least expensive price. So let's say around this area right here and get out of a trade at the most expensive price. So sell back at around this area, right? So this wick right here will be the optimal place for you to sell back and get profit of this whole kind of push and run. But usually, when you're looking at a trade, you obviously don't see where price is going to be going. So it's a bit more difficult to determine if a trade is good or not, and if your entry is at the best price possible. So I have a trick for you to use when looking at potential entries and determine whether you are buying or selling at a good price. And this is using the moving averages and seeing how price has been behaving in the last few periods. So this will allow you to kind of get an idea of how price has been moving and an idea of how price may be moving in the future. And this is based on real life. So for example, you want to buy a car and you're looking at potential cars for you to buy or a specific type of car that you want to buy, and you're kind of comparing prices of different companies, different cars, and you kind of get an average in your head of what a car of that type should be priced. And likewise, in a chart, you'll be looking at price and thinking, okay, this area right here is going to be deemed expensive for you to be entering. So if you're trying to go long, this will be an expensive area as it's kind of further away from the moving averages, so the average price. Thus, you won't be buying anywhere above, let's say, this region right here. Likewise, in a downtrend, you want to be getting in at the best available price, so selling at the best available price. So in this instance, you are the guy or the person that is selling your car, and you're going to be selling your car at the best available price. So you're looking at other car prices that is the same or similar to your car and trying to figure out what price should I be selling my car and what is the best price to get the most money out of my car. So you're going to be selling around this region right here and not this region right here, because it's more likely that you're going to be getting the most amount of profit from this sell instead of this sell, because this is a riskier sell. Doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you're not going to be getting some trades if you're selling this far away from the moving averages, but it's more likely that you're going to be getting good value from where price has been closer to than how far it is from here. So you can see price is mostly been around this region right here, and selling at this point will most likely cause you to lose money instead. So this is what I usually do when looking at a potential trade. Am I selling or buying at a good price? And if that's the case, then I will carry on looking into the trade. If not, I'm going to ignore the trade whatsoever and not waste my time at a trade that will most likely not be going towards my way. So regardless if it meets some of your confluences for your strategies, let's say you're doing a trend line, so let's say kind of if you had a trend line right here or a trend line this point and hit this area right here, doesn't mean that this is going to be a profitable trade. So regardless of this strategy, you need to be asking yourselves, am I getting in at a reasonable price? If you're using lower time frames, you need to also be having a look at how price has been behaving on the higher time frames. So you can see that moving averages uh, are a little bit different on the lower time frames. So keep in mind that if you're trading on lower time frames, you need to also be taking account the higher time frames as well. So that is all I wanted to cover for this video, and I hope you found this video useful. So just to summarize, keep in mind where price has been. Try to be getting in at a reasonable price depending on how price has been behaving in the past, in the last few periods on your time frame and in the higher time frames, and these will usually help you get in a better quality trades instead of and avoiding bad ones as well. So that is all. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. Also comment below if you have any questions or any concepts that you want me to be covering onto this channel. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.